What's up, YouTube? What's going on, Chump Change family? It's your main man. Yep, back with the game plan one more time because you already know how we do around here. As normal, as usual, I have another banger for you today. Remember, I'm not bringing you nothing but bangers. Now, true indeed, this is Chump Change Investing. Okay? So what we do here is actually show beginners. If that's you today, welcome to the CCI family. We show beginners how to actually start from zero to nothing and grow it into what you want it to be. And I say what you want it to be because everybody doesn't want $1 million. Everybody doesn't want $1 billion. Okay? But a lot of the people want to be wealthy, not rich. There's a difference. We'll get into that another time. But anyway, you're in the right place, and the banger I'm bringing y'all today is none other than, again, Modine Manufacturing. I'm not going to stop banging it in your head till you get it. Remember, I can't tell you what to buy, hold, or sell. These are ones that are in the Chump Change radar that I constantly research and constantly bring you the news on. Okay, so we're about to start another week here coming up. Happy Sunday to everybody. And I want you to pay attention to Modine. And even before I bring you my little assistance information, you know how I do. I'm going to tell you from the mouth of babes. Okay? I've been rocking with Modine for at least probably close to 3 years now. But rocking with them hard. Okay? I picked them up from another show, which is Investors Like Us. And when I began to listen about the company, it kind of struck me as making sense. Remember, this is all common sense. So I did my little research on the company, and it worked. I went on ahead and threw about, I think it was at the time maybe $100 on them. Okay? And I kept investing in them time and time again, mostly because of the growth that I was seeing, but it was not at the highs that were predicted for it. Okay? So then it would drop from time and time again. Of course, you go in heavier or you DCA continually, which is dollar cost averaging. Okay? So anyway, Modine has been doing great things throughout all these years I've been with them. And I really had no plans of letting them go. They are what I call a long-term stock. Okay? Now, the price that I had got into Modine with initially was around probably about the $70 range. Okay? If I'm thinking correctly. And I rode them all the way up to their highs, which was, they actually hit all-time highs for their company around January 22nd of this year, which was $146, just over $146 per share. Oh, I was loving it. Okay? But then they had earnings. Their earnings weren't terrible. And I'm going to show you that too. The earnings weren't terrible. However, I guess Wall Street didn't hear the exact words they wanted, which means the guidance that they wanted to see in the stock was not stated to their liking. Okay, so a lot of them backed off of it, sold out of it, which dropped the stock. So around the beginning of February, we started with Modine around pretty much under $100 for the first time in a long time. Okay, on top of that, that's when all the started. Okay, with the tariffs and Mr. T and, you know, going back and forth. So everything kind of suffered for a moment. However, shortly after that, probably right around getting to the end of April, we kind of popped up again and started traveling in the right direction. And just fast forward till now. in June, we were back over the $100 mark. So we're still moving in the right direction. However, they have dropped in the last few days, again, because of guidance with the earnings. Okay? Now, like I said, I'm going to show you. Their earnings, they knock them out the box. But if one little thing isn't right, you feel me, for the large investors, the capital investors, Wall Street, period, they will back off. Not meaning that you should, because we don't have millions to hundreds of millions invested in one stock. You feel me? So it's just what happens in a game. It's all part of the game. But backing off, no, sir. Look what we have in store for this stock.
Hey CCI family, welcome back. Today I'd like to let you know that big moves are happening in the world of heating and cooling. Modine is making strategic plays that investors need to pay attention to. Let's dive into what's been happening and what's coming next. Modine just acquired LB White, expanding their presence in the specialty heating space. Think agriculture, construction, and even event heating. They've ramped up U.S. chiller production to meet growing demand from data centers. Big news for Wisconsin. A brand new manufacturing plant is opening in Franklin, focusing on thermal management for EVs, fire trucks, and municipal buses. Expect a $38 million investment in Grenada, Mississippi, boosting chiller production and creating over 450 jobs by 2028. Modine is going global with a new facility in Chennai, India by mid-2025, focusing on data center cooling. AI is coming to HVAC. Modine is working on AI-powered cooling solutions for high-density data centers, aiming for smarter, more efficient cooling. So what this means for investors. Modine is positioning itself as a leader in data center cooling, EV thermal management, and advanced HVAC solutions. Their investments signal long-term growth, scalability, and innovation, all key factors for stock performance. This all means that Modine isn't just keeping up with the market, they're shaping it. If you're watching HVAC and energy efficiency stocks, keep a close eye on this one. What you're about to see will amaze you. What are your thoughts? Drop them in the comments. Back to you, Vince.
So there you have it. I mean, what more can I say? You know the song, Jay-Z, whatever, you get it. But anyway, that's a lot of information right there for you, compacted in a few moments, okay? But feel free to write some of those numbers down, pause the video, and so on, because those numbers are very important. They show just how well Modine is doing with their earnings and the company is, period. But I did say I wanted to show you this as well. So look, take a look at this, okay? This shows the company's valuation, their health, their earnings, their performance, and the growth. Just take a look at here. Their valuation, through the roof. Earnings, through the roof, right? Health, beautiful. Performance, wonderful. Okay? They're lacking, of course, in the growth area. However, if you just paid attention to what we just listened to, you know that growth is dead ahead center what they're targeting now. Which is why Wall Street was backing off a little bit at a time. But they're going in that direction. Okay? You can clearly see that. Which is why, can't tell you to buy, hold, or sell, but Modine should be on your radar as well. Okay? And at the price they're at right now, which is, again, just under $93 a share, and you know that their height is over over $145 a share, and they're going to hit that again. This is prime time to start doing your thing with them. Which means if you're not in position right now to do your straight out buying of shares, I mean, you want to just go ahead and buy you about 5 or 10 shares. Buy you one share and then begin your DCAing process now. You know, that's how you build it. Okay? It's not rocket science. Remember, this is common sense. Again, Common Sense with Vince coming soon. But anyway, Modine is definitely one you should keep on your radar. And I will be keeping you abreast of all things Modine coming up in the future. But it's going to do you no good if you're not involved. So put this on your radar. Do your own little research and due diligence into it. And hopefully you'll be in position as well as the rest of us in the CCI family in the coming months, seasons, and years ahead. All right. So now also, before we get out of here, because remember, I want your attention, not all of your time. Okay. I just want to recap or take a look at some of the ones that we're following in the Chump Change family, just to keep you abreast of everything. But the SPY, you see this is at the top because the SPY is our foundation. Remember that always. Okay, so the SPY is about to hit, trust me, this week up past its all-time highs again, or even close to it. Okay, we're at $5.99 right now. So we'll see what happens, as long as you know who kind of keeps his cool. They're supposed to be having little talks with him and Musk to try to mellow things out, but we'll see what happens. Apple is going to be Apple. Nvidia, you better keep your eye on Nvidia. If you're not in that already, I really don't know what to tell you. Right now is not the time to jump in. I can tell you that. You should have been in. Modine, we just recapped. Palantir, we're not even going to speak on. You should already know. If not, take a look at the last video. SoFi Technologies, still doing this thing. We're up about 5% almost this after hours since Friday. They're doing great. They're going to always do great. It's the new bank of the future for the next generation and so on. So we'll get into that later with a whole nother video on SoFi. SoundHound, you know that's our dark horse. They're up again about over almost 7% this week, which is great. Archer and Joby, again, they're in the same cahoots, you know. Archer bounced up this week, so did Joby a little, because the White House announcing that they're going to support the eVTOL pilots and so forth and so on. Grab, you know what's up. Parazero, get in now or just hold your horses. I mean, Parazero, you have time to get in. I'm not saying you don't, but Parazero, these are the prices you want in there. Parazero is going to shoot, okay? And Alphabet, of course, is Google. Google is another foundation for me. I don't know if it is for you, but that's another 10-year hold, easy. All right? So that's about it on the quick wrap-up for the week. Again, this is Chump Change Investments, wishing you a financially blessed week ahead, okay? A blessed week, period. Keep your heads up. Keep your eyes on the numbers. Love you all and thank you for your support here on the channel. The IG page is coming very soon to keep you abreast daily of what's going on in the market. If you're learning anything and you want this to continue, well, it's going to continue regardless, but if you want to continue with us, please consider giving me a like, a thumbs up, a subscription. It's going to push this channel. Remember, we're here for the beginners, not the big wigs, but they're welcome to join us. All right. So again, this is Chump Change Investments saying peace, and I'll see you on the next one.